Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala, Koholoyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to the H.I.M and Akwaf. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson and praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And as you can see, this is entitled, Pastor Calls the Police to Escort Member Out of Church. So, I mean, yeah, I watched it. It's Eve, man. And let's just play the video.
Tell me why, though.
You ever heard that saying, third time's a charm?
Tell me why would you arrest me, though?
This will be the third time asking. So if I ask you 3 times...
Well, why, can you tell me why I have to leave? You have to tell me why I need to leave.
So you can do it by choice?
Can you not tell me why I have to leave?
Anything. I am telling you to please get up and leave. That was the 3rd time. Are you refusing?
I would like to know why. I'm not refusing. I would like to know why. With my daughter here, why am I leaving?
Please, get up and come.
Why am I leaving? Hold on. Why am I leaving?
Please get up and come.
Why am I leaving? Hold on.
Asking her nicely.
Why am I leaving the church? Why am I being escorted out of the church when God said I can come to church?
And that big motherfucker empty too. You see all them pews empty as hell. They unless they just the first people getting there and it's just getting going. But generally people not late for church. The pews normally be full. So Esau killed the game, man, with the COV19, man. I'm surprised a lot of these churches are even still open, man. Some of them still hanging in there. But obviously, the police is not being called on you for nothing, bro. Like, for real. She probably, who knows, loud as hell, agitating, whatever the case, who knows? Who knows? You never can tell with Eve, man, in these churches, man. But anyway, let's play some more.
Taylor does not want me in church. Why? Tell me why I cannot come to church when God's house is open for everyone. Tell me why I cannot come to church when Reverend Taylor has a personal vindictive about me. Tell me why. You tell me why I can't. Y'all doing what man wants, not what God wants. Tell me why.
So do you have your mother's belongings?
Tell me why I can't come to church.
We're going to walk to you.
Tell me why. Tell me why I can't come to church.
I don't know, ma'am.
You got to know. You doing your job. You got a piece of paper. You got to know why. Tell me why I came to church. Thank you. Please.
Well, it don't look hard to tell why. I mean, she probably is in there acting up, man. Probably. I mean, they not calling the police on you for nothing bad. And then you sitting there acting as if you don't want to, get on up and just leave, You should have just left, you know what I'm saying?
Please, thank you. Please, thank you. Y'all doing what man want, not what God want. Y'all doing what man want, not what God wants.
Well, man's goings are of the Lord, man. So the Lord got them escorting your ass up out of there.
How you gonna come up in my house and take one of my lambs out of my...
Hey, you hear her? How you gonna come up into my church and take one of my lambs? Well, okay, if you the teacher or if you the so-called preacher or whatever, these people, man, these people have absolutely no respect for the scriptures at all, man. Because neither one of them are acting accordingly to the scriptures. She said, how you going to come into my church and take one of my lambs? No, don't you mean the Lord's lambs? Let's see here, though. 2 Timothy 2:11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Both of them should be in there quiet as hell. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. See? And here you go. You got the woman. She's being escorted out by the cop, and she's trying to usurp authority over him. Then you got the woman talking about my lamb. She's usurping authority over the men in the congregation, and she's the one that's really in charge. So it's all the way off, man. And it's not surprising. I mean, because really in reality, those churches, man, is through. It's nothing but drama in them churches. You'll get more drama in them churches than you would on World Star Hip Hop, really, in reality. 1 Corinthians 14:34, let your women keep silence in the churches. See, they should be she shouldn't have no problems going there at all. For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. See? It should be quiet, but you already know. You can clearly see this lady. You can clearly see why she's being escorted out. You know, I don't know the full extent of it, but I'm sure whoever she got into it with, she was probably a whole lot louder than she is with these police officers.
Thank you. No. Y'all doing what man wants. Please, y'all doing what man wants.
Here.
Y'all doing what man wants and not what God wants. Thank you.
And you have one of your officers out here.
Thank you.
So what is your name?
Nikita Robinson. Tell me why am I being escorted out of the church?
So what is your now? Where's your vehicle?
My vehicle is over there.
Okay.
I would like to know, please just tell me why. You have the right to do what you do, but I have the right, as a citizen, I have the right to know why I was escorted out.
The
what?
pastor and the operators of this facility would like you removed from the property.
And they need to tell me why. Why? Yes, they do. I belong to this church. That man does not. That man is just the overseer. He's not the belonger. I need deacons to.
She clearly don't have no respect for whoever this guy is. There ain't no telling what's going on there. They might know each other. They could have known each other. Went to school together. Could have had a relations. You know, at some point in the game, you know? Because it sounded a little bit personal.
Tell me why. I pay tithes here. I'm a member here. I've been a member of this church as long as the pastor was here.
There you go. She paying tithes there. You know? And that's how a lot of these people feel too, man. They like, hey, I put some money into this motherfucker. This place is mine. She like, hey, this is God's place. You know, I should be able to come in. Hey, no. Hey, them things is ran by people that have 501c3 charters, and it's pretty much private property. They can tell your ass to bounce. Straight up, they can tell you to bounce. They don't, you can show all the records of how much money you done gave over the years, and it don't matter. If they don't want you, and who knows? Maybe you haven't paid your tithes and lately. I've seen hookups where churches would not even perform funerals for old ass seniors that's been in the church for 50, 60 years. Oh, she hasn't been up to date on her tithes. What the fuck you mean up to date on her tithes? Are you talking like it's a damn it's a car insurance note or some shit? But hey, that's the Christian church, man. These places are through. We try and tell you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that you need to come up out of these places because the Lord is not in there. You are worshiping a goddamn idol. And this is the reason why you got all this type of emotional stress going on right now. Because there's no life in there, man. These people are ghetto as hell that go to these churches. There's no life-changing nothing when they go into these churches, man. These people are the same people before they came off the streets or dealing drugs or being a stick-up kid or whatever the fuck they was into, being a whore. They still in the same things when they come into those churches, and they don't change. They come there for that first week, get that little feel good. Oh, I done changed my life. I gave my life to the Lord. Soon as they drive out of the parking lot, they complete nigga. And before they get out of I'm willing to bet you this, no telling what this lady done, who she done cussed out. She probably done got into a scrap in the parking lot with some other congregant. Ain't no telling, bro.
You can either answer the questions right here, standing up, or you can answer.
Stand. Deacons need to stand. The deacons need to stand. This man is stealing. This man want me out of here because he's getting exposed.
Yeah, they want to try and get the deacons involved. They got security at the church like, oh, you got to go. They done call the police on you. Security couldn't do nothing, so they called the law. You got the other so-called black woman trying to get the men. Y'all need to stand up to this. Stand up as men of God. The devil would not win today.
Come on, we can have a seat. We can have a seat. What is you trying to arrest me for now?
I'm trying to arrest you. I'm trying to understand.
What are we understanding? What are we understanding?
You're not listening.
I'm listening to you. You're not listening to me.
You're right. I'm
You're not listening to me. See, you're being aggressive because you have authority. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So we'll try this one more time.
Let's talk about it.
It's for you.
Loud ass mouth. Let's talk about it. What does the scripture say? If she was really into the Bible, she'd know, to agree with her adversary quickly. Let me see. Matthew. Yeah, Matthew 5:25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Because them police officers, man, you see, they was cordial, they was patient. I'm assuming it was because it was church. Of course, they're not gonna wrestle a lady down. But they will. But Jake, I will say, when it comes to so-called black police officers, they do have a lot more patience. You know what I'm saying? As far as officers to me, because when it comes to them so-called white people, they not dealing with you Negroes like that. All that sassy ass talk, and I'm willing to bet you too, if them had been some so-called white cops, she probably would have responded way differently. She probably would have got her ass on up, her and her daughter, and went on to the car, man, and left. See? And then also, it's just a quick little video, man. Hey, the Christian church is out of control, bro. We all used to go. A lot of us come out of the Christian church that's in it is true. And seeing the way that it is from this perspective on being on this side of things, it's like, wow, man. Tawada to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for getting us out of that bullshit. For real. Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. So she was pretty much, she was in that resistance mode. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is a minister of God to thee for good. Not the minister in the pulpit. The police officers are helps. They're like help. They're pretty much, they do the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua on this planet. That's why a lot of these police officers, man, be getting their asses knocked off too, because they're ministers of the Lord, and they being evil and wicked as hell when they're supposed to be going up against the evil and wicked people. But they're wicked as hell themselves through that power of that badge, right? It says, for he is a minister of Yahweh to thee for good, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. And that sword goes off into that gun, that taser, that billy club, that goddamn mace. If that don't work, the SWAT team pulling up on your ass. If that don't work, National Guard pulling up on you. If that don't work, the fucking Army, Navy, Marines, whoever. Because they ain't going to let you get away. You're not going to just walk away. You're going to listen to them. And as you continue to refuse, they're going to just be racking up charges on your ass. And if you touch one of them, come on, bro. For he is a minister of Yahweh, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. See? So, had she just agreed with her adversary quickly, she could have just got up, went on to her, her car. And I'm sure if they had to call the police on her, this is ongoing. This is something that's been ongoing. Unless, you know what I'm saying, maybe she done something, before the video started. She could have yelled up there, fuck you. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She could have, been accusing homeboy or something. Them pastors, they be dirty as hell anyway. They be in all kinds of shit too. But anyway, hey, you got to just agree with your adversaries quickly, man. Go ahead, and if the police officers is telling you to do some shit, hey, just go ahead and just chop it on up, man, and get rid of them people, man. Because you don't want them to get into a mode, because they have the power to kill. The scripture says to stay away from the man that have the power to kill. And hey, you don't want no parts with them, man. If they got to pull that pistol, they going to pull them triggers, man. They're not playing no game. Hey, we can see clearly they're not playing no games these days, man. Especially not with Jake. And they gunning down the so-called black woman, too. It used to just be the so-called black man, but they'll gun your ass down, too. They'll dump a clip into your tits, man. And if you get to running into your BBL, they'll dump the clip straight into your ass, man. So you got to be circumspect out here and use some damn common sense. But you can clearly see, I mainly just wanted to go up into the fact that these churches are out of control. These churches are through. This is your Christian church today. Ain't no telling what the fuck she done. Especially if you're a so-called tithe payer. You know, you giving money. Yeah, that's the last thing they want is to lose somebody like you. So they probably, if they got to get to a point where like, man, fuck her and her money, man. Don't let her back in here no more. She's trespassed. How you get trespassed from a church, bro? But that's Eve, though. Loud as hell. And then the other chick come through. One of my lambs. One of your lambs? One of your lambs is out of control. Anyway, I'm going to head out there, man. I seen it. Hey, man, I mean, you can't, come on, bro. All praises to Yahweh H.I.M for this, because we're seeing the downfall of Esau Edom's kingdom and this bullshit ass white Jesus, this idol called white Jesus, man. And you're seeing the foolishness that's going on in these places. And we know for a fact that this is not the real way of the scriptures, man. Their doctrine is off. It's all idolatry. It has nothing to do with the Bible other than a stumbling block. And we can clearly see it, man. So, but water to Yahweh H.I.M for showing us these types of things. So we're going to continue chanting down Esau's kingdom, these bullshit ass churches. And we letting you know. I mean, the history is out here. You can Google anything. You can Google what's the color of the Lord. You're gonna get some answers, man. You can Google what is the Lord's name really Jesus? You're gonna get some answers. Ask Siri. You got a damn fucking iPhone 15 Pro. Ask Siri if the Lord is a white man. Ask Siri when the letter J was invented. See, you know, we ain't going to give you all the answers, but they'll give you something close enough to get you to the answer. All you got to do is just search it on out. But if you Google when was the letter J invented, it's going to pop up 1524, 500 years ago. There was no letter J when the Lord walked the earth. So now you got to start asking yourself, okay, well, why do we call him Jesus then? Then you go to Revelation chapter 1. Why are we looking at a so-called white man when the scriptures describes the Lord as being so dark, as if it looked as if he burned in a furnace? Why? And these Christians, man, they go to church, they done heard certain things, but they'll tell you it doesn't matter. He loves everything. He loves everybody. My lamb. Y'all in here taking one of my lambs? That's a damn embarrassment that the police got to come to get one of your lambs. You're actually the direct product of your lamb. Anyway, man, I'm going to end out there. I pray that the lesson was edifying with that. Kwame Yashala.